Good afternoon, everyone. First of all, thank you very much, Donald, Jean-Claude, Leo, for your constant support, not only today, but all along the last 3 years. Ladies and gentlemen, today's agreement is the result of an intensive work by both sides. The UK government has wanted to open one point in the withdrawal agreement, the question of the protocol on Ireland and Northern Ireland. We listened carefully and patiently to the arguments. We explained our position. We worked closely with Leo, the Taoiseach, with Simon Coveney, the Taoiseach, and their teams. We persisted also when talks with the UK were difficult, and we succeed together. I won't go into details today. All our texts are available online in full detail, but I want to underline one point I mentioned already this morning. While the subject matter in the negotiating room may often, very often, have been technical about customs, goods, borders, what has mattered above all has been, for me and for my team, has been people in Ireland and Northern Ireland. For me, what really matters are the people of Northern Ireland and the peace of the island of Ireland. We now need this agreement ratified by our parliaments before the end of October, and then the work on a new partnership starts. Je voudrais ajouter.
I would just like to add 3 personal remarks, if I may, just briefly. First of all, my thanks to all of those who have worked together as a team to achieve today's agreement. Clearly, it still has to be confirmed and ratified by the European Parliament. The European Parliament has played a very significant role too, particularly the Brexit steering group. It also has to be approved by the House of Commons, the British Parliament. Thanks to President Juncker's support, 3 years ago I was able to put together an extraordinary team. I'd just like to thank Sabine Beyant, Stephanie Zrizzo, Paula Dezhnek, Richard Toskak, and all the members of this extraordinary team. They've been very hard-working. They've always been there for us. They've worked along with the teams from the Council, Donald's team, Jeppe, Didier, the Legal Service, the General Secretariat. They've worked together with the teams of all 27 governments and, of course, the team from the European Parliament, which I've already mentioned. And, of course, the services of the Commission, who've been there day and night to provide their expertise. It's the fact that we've worked together collectively as a team that we've managed to come up with this result. We've got 600 pages in this treaty. As President Juncker was saying, this provides legal certainty, where the divorce that Brexit constitutes really brings so much uncertainty. Now, I've worked throughout those 3 years on the unity of the 27 member states and the European Parliament. It wasn't by pure chance. I patiently worked on ensuring that we maintained that unity. Donald Tusk now, and the future President of the European Council, Jean-Claude Juncker now, and Ursula von der Leyen as future President, will, I no doubt, cultivate that. Now, Brexit has been a negative experience and process. It's a lose-lose process, but I hope that they will build on that unity to face up to the many challenges which are part of what is a very positive agenda for the future of the EU and for European citizens. Finally, like Donald Tusk and Jean-Claude Juncker, I too very much regret Brexit. I deeply regret it. However, we respect it. It was the sovereign choice of a majority in the UK. I have a sort of Gaullist tendency myself, but I have a great deal of admiration for the UK. I always have had tremendous admiration and great respect for the UK. We will never forget the solidarity shown by the British in our darkest hour. I have great respect for statesmen like Winston Churchill and many others. I have infinite respect for the UK. And this is why throughout these negotiations you will have never heard one word from me that was aggressive or indicated that we wanted in some way to be vengeful. That's not my nature. That's not the way I dealt with this. And it's even more important for the future relation that we proceed with the same feeling of respect and admiration. I think we should move ahead with the task of trying to build something together for the future. The UK is going to be there in the future. It's going to be our economic partner, our friend and our ally to protect the security of our entire continent. Thank you.
Questions before the summit resumes. I think, David, you were the first. Please, in the middle. The gentleman right in the middle.